The New Orleans Pelicans have a decision to make as they approach the trade deadline. Do they think they can resign Demarcus Cousins next summer to stay in the Big Easy with Anthony Davis? If the answer is no, then they have to consider trading Cousins at the deadline to at least get something back. There is a lot of context, however, that makes this seeming binary trade-keep decision far more complicated. Cousins himself doesn't think he is going anywhere, as he told Mark Spears of ESPN's The Undefeated. While the Pelicans have a lot to consider with the unrestricted free agent, Cousins says he is confident that he will still be playing for New Orleans after the Feb. 8 trade deadline. "I am confident in my team," Cousins said. "I am starting to understand this business a lot more than I did before. You can kind of tell when things are about to come about. We're a very competitive team. A talented team. I don't think that will be the case at all. AD hits me with little jabs about free agency all the time, but he also understands," Cousins said. "It was JRUE in that situation last off-season, and we understood his situation. Of course, they throw their little jabs. They throw their little jokes. But they are serious at the same time. They are respectful about it at the same time." The Pelicans are 15-14 and the 7th seed in the West, entering Friday night's games, and if New Orleans has a shot at the playoffs come the deadline, there is no way he gets moved. Ownership and management want a playoff appearance. They have greenlit adding one of the game's top centers, Cousins, to go next to Davis, and last summer they paid big to keep JRUE Holiday at the point in New Orleans. If the Pelicans don't make the playoffs, and possibly even if they just squeak in and get swept out in an ugly fashion, everyone in the organization expects a house cleaning. They have been on edge all season. With jobs on the line, they are not trading Cousins and getting worse short-term, even if you could argue it was the right basketball move long-term. Will Cousins resign with the Pelicans next summer? That will be about the money, what the Pelicans offer, and what other teams will offer in what is expected to be a tight free agent market, especially for centers. DeAndre Jordan will be on the market as well, not to mention second-tier guys who will be more affordable for teams such as Brook Lopez. In that market, Cousins may want to stay where he likes his teammates and seems happy. But first he has to get past the trade deadline.